Hi, it's been a little bit since I've posted on this channel. It's been 3 years. So, the last time I posted a video, I was 18 years old, going into my freshman year of college. Not really expecting what, my life would be. I had all these high expectations. So I kind of just decided to come back on here because, I have my TikTok and my Instagram, but I've always liked, doing longer videos, and, I loved doing YouTube when I was in high school, and I've watched YouTube since I was 12 years old, but I really drifted away from it because, my life just got busy and a lot of stuff has happened, and recently I kind of just took an interest into coming back. And I've always loved YouTube, so I might as well make a comeback 3 years later. So I'm gonna do a little life update of where I am and what has happened since I last posted on this channel. So basically the last time I posted on this channel, I was freshly 18. I was super pumped about going to college. I was going to Kutztown University at the time, and I was really just excited for this new life. I wanted to be in a sorority. I wanted to be the basic exciting college girl that most people want to be like. I was on Instagram. I could not wait to take the cute sorority Instagram girl pictures, and I couldn't wait to just live the college lifestyle that most people are super pumped to live when they are a senior in high school, ready to start their college life. So basically I did start my college life that year in 2019. Yes, I started a while ago. 2019, I was a freshman in college, and in the beginning I had put this crazy pressure on myself that I needed to live this perfect life. I needed to have the perfect grades. I needed to be in the best sorority. I needed to have tons of friends. I needed to, let everyone know that on social media that I'm living my best college life, that, my life is so amazing. Because I was, lifting. I've been lifting for 6 years, so I was lifting at the time too, and, I wanted to work out all the time, and just I wanted everything to be picture perfect, and I wanted everyone to think that my life was picture perfect, especially people from high school. I really wanted them to not think that I wasn't, going to college, I wasn't doing anything with my life, so I really wanted to prove something to other people, which, was my problem. So, that was my big thing. I was really excited to just flourish. And for the first few weeks, I was, I've never struggled academically as a student, ever. I've always had good grades, a 3.5 GPA. And the grade aspect, I did fine. I did fine academically my freshman year. I just started to notice that I had an extreme amount of anxiety. And that was because of the pressure that I was putting myself, the pressure I was putting on myself, that I needed to have this perfect life. I needed to have the best grades. And my biggest fear back then was dropping or failing out of college. I did not want to look like that I was a loser, so I did not want to fail out of college. I didn't want to drop out, so I wanted to make sure that my grades were always perfect. I studied like crazy. I was super hard on myself. I would go in and talk to my professors after class. I made sure my grades were perfect because I thought that if people from my old high school saw that I dropped out or failed out, then they would think that I was the worst person ever, and I just did not want to be embarrassed, which is insane. But yeah, so my grade, I was putting this pressure, so my grades were fine, but I was away from home for the first time, which a lot of people don't recognize. I didn't even know how to do my laundry. So I learned how to do laundry freshman year of high school. Freshman year of college, not high school. I did not do my own laundry in high school. Yeah, I learned how to take care of myself, cooking, but I mostly ate the campus food. But I learned a lot of things for myself, and it was kind of hard. I was babied forever, so I didn't really know how to do these things, and it was a little bit, hard. It was a lot to adjust. Not only that, but I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to make friends, and I just had a hard time doing that as well. And I think, you know, that on top of wanting to be in the best sorority and just, you know, wanting to live this college life, I had like the highest expectations for myself. I ended up not meeting them at all, unfortunately. Well, fortunately. But yeah, so my anxiety I started to notice a few weeks into freshman year of college. It was the worst it's ever been, and I've struggled with anxiety, OCD, and like eating disorders like my whole life. You know, I've had anxiety forever. I've had OCD forever. Went to tons of therapists about it. You know, I've always had anxiety, but it was never amplified to this level before. It's never been this bad, and it scared me because of how bad it was. And I'm not going to get into the nitty grits of, you know, what I was having anxiety about or, you know, all of that, but let's just say I couldn't leave. It got so bad that I really would not leave my my college dorm room. I wasn't able to drive a car anymore. I couldn't drive. I couldn't go out or really do anything. I did not go to parties. I definitely would not drink. I was literally doing nothing. And it got so bad that I was like, okay, after this semester, I don't know if I can go back to school. So I tried going back the next semester, spring of 2020. I went back for literally, I think 2 days, and I was like, yeah, I cannot do this. I'm having panic attacks. I just can't. So I ended up calling my dad to pick me up. I left, and I did a semester at the local community college by me, and that was, yeah, spring of 2020. And basically, you know, I liked community college for the semester. It was good, but I still was having terrible anxiety. I mean, I drove myself there, but it was hard to do it. It was hard to do anything. It was really tough. And I ended up, you know, I knew it got to a point where it was really bad, that I couldn't do anything, and my parents were really pushing it on me, and people around me, like, you need to go to a therapist, and you need to get on medication. So I ended up doing online therapy, and I went on medication, and basically it helped. It really did. I really do recommend it if you're struggling with your mental health. It did help, but I ended up not sticking with it, and I think that was my major problem. I kind of was like, oh, I feel good now, like I don't need it anymore, which is what most people do, which is you shouldn't do. And I ended up weaning off of it, and I just started, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back into school at Kutztown my sophomore year of college, and I did, and I think that was a really big mistake too. I hated it again. I just hated being at school. My grades were, you know, great. I just, you know, had a lot of anxiety, and I was dealing with a lot of, physical health issues. Physical health issues at the time. And it was causing my mental health to, you know, start to have anxiety really bad again. Yeah, not going to get into my physical stuff that was going on, but it wasn't fun. And so I ended up deciding after that semester, you know, spring 2021, I was going to go and just do online school. Like, I'm done with going in person. I'm done. And I did, and I loved it, and I was able to do so much, and I could travel wherever I wanted to do. You know, I just had a lot more freedom, and I just liked it so much more. I loved online school. You know, if I were to choose anything, it would be online. Hated in person. But sadly, my school didn't offer online anymore, so I had to go back in the fall of 2021, which was a nightmare. You know, it was kind of the same thing. I hated it again. I felt really lonely. I had, like, the hardest time making friends, and I'm not, like, super outgoing. I'm pretty shy. You know, my whole life, my best friends were always people I knew in high school that I've known since I was, like, young. So it was, like, I didn't really have to put an effort to make friends because they've been my friends for my whole life. So it was really hard for me to make friends in the college space because, you know, some girls are really mean and, you know, some are really nice, but I didn't put myself out there a lot because I kind of just felt like no one would like me in, like, a weird, like, sad way. I kind of felt like, oh, like, if I talk to them, they're going to think I'm weird because, like, my social media, and I just got really in my head about it, and I just wouldn't, like, make an effort, which, you know, I do regret. I probably should have made more of an effort, but I was just in my head. I was like, they're judging me. They think I'm weird. So, you know, sadly, I really couldn't make any good college friends. But I think that was what really motivated me to be like, I cannot be on campus anymore. Like, I'm not having a good time. I hate the college life. I know some people absolutely love it, and that's like good for you, like that's awesome, but for me it was so not for me. I just, yeah. And like another thing is, like, I've known what I wanted to do since I was 15 years old. I wanted to be a personal trainer since I was 15. I've never changed my mind once, and that's still what I want to do. I've loved fitness. It's been my life forever, and that's like, what, 6 years? Yeah. So I kind of only went to college because everyone else was going, and I didn't want to look like a loser, which, by the way, is ridiculous because you don't need to go to college at all. But at the time, I was kind of peer pressured into it. Like, I was peer pressuring myself. And yeah, so I knew like what I wanted to do, and you don't need to go to college to be a personal trainer. You just need to get your certificate online. You know, it's super easy. Like, and I never needed to like go to college, but I did, and you know, I'm so deep into it now. So a little too late, like can't go back in time. But so yeah, I knew what I wanted to do forever, and like especially fall 2021, I was noticing, I was like, I don't care about anything I'm learning. I have no passion for my major whatsoever. I just feel like this isn't gonna take me anywhere. Like, I know what I want to do. I don't need to be here. And that was my mindset. And I was just like, this is so not for me. I don't like the whole go to college for 4 years, then after 4 years, go get a, you know, an office job or like a strict job. I just didn't, that just wasn't me. And I know it sounds like so like hippie, but like it wasn't me, and it's never been me. You know, I've been doing social media since I was like 15. You know, I've always wanted to travel and do other stuff and, you know, be a personal trainer and maybe have my own gym one day. And I just wasn't into this college. I just didn't want to go into school anymore, and I hated what I was learning. So I decided I'm taking a semester off. You know, I've had a lot go on in my life. I need to take a break and take time for myself. I need to chill out on school. You know, I don't really care about it. That's how I felt, and I took a semester off. So 2022, which was this past spring, I did not go to school, and I freaking loved it. Once again, not like pooping on people that go to college, because like that's so not what I'm doing. I think a lot of people, college is so for them. Like, they love college, it helps them so much, they love what they're learning, and they get like great jobs from it, and that's their path, you know. And other people don't like it, and that is okay. Like, you don't need to go to college to have a successful life, and you don't need to do the path that everyone, you know, society like tells us we need to go to college for 4 years, and after 4 years get a like really like sophisticated job, and then, you know, like, do what you want to do. Go travel, take a year off, don't go to college, get your dream job, make your own business. Like, do what you want to do. Don't listen to what other people tell you, because that's what I did. I listened to everyone else, and I got in my head, and I was like, if I don't do what everyone else is doing, like, I'm a loser. Like, obviously I don't think that way now. After just like having life experience, you kind of realize like that shit doesn't matter, and it's like so overrated and whatever. But so yeah, I did my own thing in the spring, and since the spring, I'm glad I did take off college, because with all the stuff that has been going on with me, I would have never been able to go through it. I've had like a lot of injuries this year, and I think I'm just gonna say it's from 6 years of lifting. I'm a huge advocate for lifting. I'm a huge advocator for lifting. I don't know if that's a word. Advocate for lifting. Okay. I lifted for 6 years. I started when I was 15. I was a heavy lifter. I used to put 200 pounds on my hips and hip thrusts. I used to squat a lot. And mind you, I'm 4'11". Like, I'm a tiny human being. So, you know, lifting that heavy is pretty impressive for someone my size, and it took a toll on my body. I didn't notice it the first year, the second year, the third, the fourth, but I'm telling you, recently, like 6 years on lifting, you could tell in your body aches. I have recently hurt my SI joint, like my hip. I rotated it. I've hurt my back, and most importantly, I have now, pretty sure I have herniated disc in my neck. So, you know, that's why I can't really move it a lot, but it definitely hurts. But, you know, I'm just focusing on recovery and healing, so I'm not lifting right now. I'm just walking, resting, you know, eating really healthy, taking care of my body, taking time off from the gym, and letting myself heal, because when you get injured, the worst thing to do is push through it. Please don't. please don't push through it. Just let yourself heal. So that's what I'm doing. I'm letting myself heal. I'm practicing tons of stretching. Gonna go to physical therapy, you know, get massages done, really focus on the recovery aspect of lifting, because I'm telling you right now, I didn't do that for 6 years. I did not stretch. I didn't do one split, nothing. And I'm definitely paying for it now. So my body's very fragile, so I get hurt easily, and you know, right now I'm suffering with it, but we'll get through it. I'll get back to lifting again, but right now I just, you know, I haven't lifted for a while, and I've noticed my body hasn't changed dramatically. So, you know, I think that I'm good. You know, I just have to eat healthy, and you know, you don't always have to lift crazy. And definitely when I go back to the gym, I'm never lifting that heavy again. I'm gonna be, you know, doing, you know, cardio and like a good like light lift and resistant bands. You don't need to go crazy, only if you want to. But if you want to and that works for you and your body's responding to it amazing, I recommend it. Do it. But you know, for me, I'm 4'11" and I'm a tiny human, so I get hurt easily. But basically, oh my god, so yeah, I just went off topic. Basically, I'm glad that I wasn't in school when I was having all these injuries, because that would have been awful to go to class, you know, being all hurt back, like basically an old lady. So you know, I'm glad. But fortunately, I am going back to school online. I found, you know, an online school that really works with my major, so I'm gonna apply there, and I'm gonna just finish school online and be able to travel and, you know, work and do the things that I love to do in my life, and not being like stuck to a school and having to go in class every day. I can do it from online, and that's something that I really enjoy, and it works for me, and I just want to finish it out and get the damn degree and like get out. Like that's what you know, I'm this far deep into schooling. I only have like a little bit left, so might as well just finish it and move the heck on, and you know, travel and do what I want to do. So that's kind of a life update of everything that's been going on. It's been a lot of stuff. It's definitely not what I expected 3 years ago when I was making these videos. I thought that my college experience and my life was going to turn out much differently, but you know, sometimes things just don't turn out as perfect as you want them to, and that is okay. So that's my message here, I guess. Like, sometimes your life takes a turn, but you gotta push. You know, I've been through a lot of crappy things, and I've pushed, and you know, I'm still here. So I'm still pushing even through this hurt neck. But so basically, yeah, I wanted to say that this channel is gonna be, I know it was kind of about lifting last time, 4 years ago, but it's gonna be just literally whatever I want it to be. Some days I'm gonna be vlogging. It could be like a travel vlog. It could just be sitting down talking to you guys about like super deep topics or things I care about. And you know, if I get back to lifting, whenever I do, I'll do some lifting and workout videos and like health tips. So you know, it's gonna be just like whatever I kind of want. Just like, if you like me and you want to watch it, just watch it for me. Don't watch it for like a certain like topic or subject. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and subscribe. It's really weird saying that, but subscribe and comment below what you want to see next. Bye.